Hey everyone, welcome back. Today is Friday, December 22nd, 2023. It's about 52 degrees here in Cincinnati, and yeah, I wanted to show two things here. Kind of a classic dreary winter's day here. Yesterday was beautiful. Wish I would have recorded this yesterday, but at any rate. Yeah, so two things. First thing is I got my needle palm protection up and fully going here. I got it wrapped in a cage, just like a chicken wire cage, if you will. And then I got that staked in. I think you can see some of the stakes here somewhere. I got like four of them in here just to keep it steady so it's not going anywhere even in high winds. I got the frost cloth going around it. This is a big frost cloth. It's actually too big. It's kind of a pain in the butt. But what is nice about having it big is you can kind of double wrap it or double layer it. So this frost cloth here is pretty thick. I've got this on maybe like 3 or 4 layers. So that's actually pretty nice about that. Inside, we got temperature sensor down in there, right there, facing to the outside. So I'll be able to track the temperature up in the house. And then what else do we got going in here? Christmas lights that provide some warmth. I've got, I guess, one strand, maybe like a 10-foot strand in there. Actually, no. I think I got 2 shorter strands in there. Yeah. Either way, Christmas lights, hopefully I won't have to use them, but I do want them in here and ready to go for if I do need to turn them on. Boom, it's simple, it's easy. But the palm looks great going into winter here. It looks absolutely great. And yeah, it's crazy to see. Last year it was nowhere near the top of this cage, and this year it's coming out of the cage. So at any rate, and I got just bungee cords. And then my Christmas lights, I got those out here. So I got an inlet here and an outlet here so that I can connect it to my 2 Sable miners. And I've got my power source right here ready to go. And actually you can see my inside garden right there in my basement. But yeah, so I'll just drag that line down here, plug up one here, connect it here, out through here, connect it here. I'll put a tote on top of this, A, when it precipitates, and then B, if it gets really, really cold, but it's ready to go. So yeah, these lines here, I just got them wrapped up there and protected with some plastic to keep them dry. But yeah, this thing's ready to go, man. So I feel good about that. I've got my post in here for when it gets really cold. I'll bring a piece of, like wall board out here and just slide that in between these 4 posts to give it some protection from the north, wind from the north, but then also to catch some sun and heat coming in this way and put it in this little pocket right here. Make it a little bit of a microclimate with my barn right here as well. So that's the idea of that wall board that I put in there. But yeah, Sable miners are looking good. I don't do anything to them until it gets really, really cold. And then also if it'll have any precipitation in the really cold. But I can quickly and easily throw on some Christmas lights, burlap, or pillowcases and a plastic tote, and just put a rock on top. So those are really easy and simple. But building the cage to keep the needle dry, I think, is the most important thing. I learned that from Alan over at Tennessee Tropics. So shout out to him. He's helped me a ton with this project. Very knowledgeable for this area of the country in terms of what we can expect. So keeping that dry is the most important thing, at least when they're young. And yeah, so yeah, that's that. So that's part 1. Part 2 then, guys, was a year ago tomorrow. So a year ago on the 23rd, it was -8 degrees. It was -8 degrees this time last year. Well, tomorrow last year, which was insane. It was a blizzard. It was all sorts of records were broken. It dropped like 50 degrees in a matter of like 6 hours. A whole bunch of things died because they couldn't handle the extreme quick drop off. It was wild. And I think we had like 4 inches of snow to boot. So it was a bad deal. And this year we are not experiencing that so far. It's been a great winter thus far. And on Christmas Eve, they're saying, I think 60 or 61, and on Christmas Day, 58. So that's great. Certainly not a record, but we will take that. Not uncommon, but also not a yearly occurrence either. 2 years ago, it was 71, I think it was, which did set a record. So yeah, it's just crazy. It just, if you know me or know anything about my channel, you know I always say, you have no idea what is going to happen with your weather. 2 years ago, 71 on Christmas. Last year, -8, 2 days before Christmas. This year, 60 on Christmas. So you just never know, especially here in the Midwest. So, but yeah, that's where we stand now, guys. And I probably won't talk to you before Christmas, which is why I'm kind of shooting this now. But at any rate, Merry Christmas, everyone. I probably will hopefully talk to you before the new year, because with, was it less than a week to go here, or maybe a week to go here in 2023. 2023 is gonna break a record of the, unless things change drastically, so maybe I shouldn't even say it, but of the highest low temperature ever recorded in Cincinnati, going back to 1872. It's gonna break the record. The record was 14 degrees. And this year we've, in 2023, we've only hit 16 so far. So we are gonna break that record because the next week looks still pretty good. So maybe a little bit too soon to say that, but I'll certainly have a video on that. That's pretty huge. So yeah, more to come on that, but have a Merry Christmas, everyone. And hope you're safe, hope you're well. Hope your weather is doing great and you're able to get outside and enjoy some things. So yeah, if you're traveling, safe travels, and take care, everyone. Merry Christmas.